off lane. Bottom, Lizzie.
30 seconds to battle.
They're actually gonna run this Ursa still in the lane, which is still fine. I mean, you're up against a Doom, 0 armor. The moment you get close on Crystallize, you just start chunking away with that Fury swipes. Neko can be set up for a little bit with the Fortune's End. Not right now. 3 against 2 is a little bit too much, so they get 2 bounty runes up there. Meanwhile, Dream, though, try to be a bit fancy in the bottom lanes now, taking quite a bit of damage in turn, but they have nothing. Stop him from crossing that threshold. But he only has 10 goals, he's gonna have to munch through a few of those to get back up to 4. Stun actually connecting and with the turret.
Might actually be first.
Oh, nice little defensive disruption. Making sure the Dream can stay alive, and he actually gives over south. That's a true support, right?
And out of the lane, the court.
Normally you'd say the Shaman has the advantage just because he's sitting for 74 whereas Neko 42. That's a huge difference. I think Oracle has the better range. So far so good, and there it is. Couple of right clicks here and there. Man, super freaking low. Trying to go for a bit of body blocks. The right clicks are real, and that's gonna be the first blood. As we said. 0 armor here up against Ursa, not ideal.
At the moment, that changes. Bam. Now, Aiden knows he cannot lay.
If you can lane with Sayu, because Soneko is just a level 2, so you do have the Purifying Flames full combo with the Fortune then. I mean, once you're at level 3, that gets even better, just because it straight up doubles the damage from that third spell. Yeah, that's combined with the Ursa walking up. I don't think they can approach these heroes all that much, but now Soneko, not sure what he was thinking there. He will find himself an Invis rune, and or at least be able to deny it from a tangle here. Now Goras actually going deep. Soneko almost dead, and the last right click will do it.
Don't let it get to you.
Yikes.
I had a chance.
Don't think Soneko expected this much burst damage from Swashbuckle.
Angle did have.
So far. I mean, the good thing about Doom is you always have the Devour to catch up with. Bit of extra source of income from that. The main problem is that you're not really slowing down viewers at all. Root over, Crystallize. Still does have the overpower available, doesn't want to commit it.
Darius just here to tank all the spell damage so that that cause he bottom lane. You look spamming away.
I don't think I've seen that one before. I mean, you can kind of spam the dagger as a result. Oh, shit. Jesus. Not sure that's possible, but I guess so. Not necessarily the best creep to have in lane, like you'd rather have the region, but if you just
nice purge.
Get into right-click battles, worthwhile.
That is the damage. It's actually gonna hurt.
Look for some revenge now, man. Full health, but Crystallize starting to right-click away. The root is real. gonna have enough damage though. Maybe Seneko getting a few more spells in, and he's looking for it, but the vision is not there. It's like super low again himself. He does have a self ready to go though. Not on bottom. Oh, the stun over on the Spectre. Defensive disruption from King R. Dodging the torrent. Blizzy, okay, almost gets it snipe. With the Tidebringer, and it's not quite over just yet. Dream does not have. Oh, he's dead. Another click will do it. Choose taking that for himself. King R, super low himself. No X marks available, just no mana for it. He'll be fine. Ooh.
Radiant's
5-minute runes.
tower is under attack.
Kodos. Big place. Big place. Swashbuckles forward, gets the bounty rune, jumps up this corner, and gets the other one. That's actually amazing. Saif gets 2 on the other side, so 4 for nothing. Good game.
Arcane Rune could be doing a bit of work.
I've seen Medusa as just... wow. Get sniped. That was a bit dangerous there. The region. But even if Medusa doesn't do too well in lane, she just disappears into jungle and still has a good time. This game's not really been necessary just yet. I do gotta worry for Empire's sake. I think maybe they should try and focus a little bit more effort on...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
While before this, any actual damage.
Invisibility.
That's a disruption, trying to dodge someone, but it was just a setup for Blizzy. He was faking out the torrent a little bit early. Kinga down below half health. Don't have follow-up stuns or damage to work with right now. Tidebringer level 3 perhaps? And okay, that's just enough to kill him off. Shu, kinda low, Kodos makes rotation, and he does have his level 6 right now, doesn't even need it. Swashbuckle enough to finish up Shu, but probably a worthwhile trade. Either side.
Saw that coming.
Yeah.
Radiant.
Shadow Demon walked back in. He did not have to die there at all.
I'm sure it's fine, and then you just get sniped across the map or freaking Tidebringer. It is what it is. Spectre getting a bit of space. I mean, yeah, this is certainly an uncommon item build. It's almost like you're a Defense Assassin, right? Soul Ring just to spam the dagger for CS. And as far as the version goes, it's actually what I've seen a lot more frequently, just because Desolate has been nerfed to the ground. Really seem to be all that useful.
Let's just leave the tanky enough.
Denied.
Let him like kind of
In mid
lane.
Magical goes in, but a reaction coming in from Seneko as well. The horn has been used, but no reality. So busy. Combo on Shadow Demon, so it looks like Na'Vi will get something
have X mark.
out of their rotations there. Massive commitment, but they get something out of it on cooldown. It's not the biggest of deals early on, but don't worry about the Spectre snagging extra kills anytime.
Pain reservoir.
Ooh, Kodos.
Get the shackle.
Oh, there's a bit of a fight there. He's in a bit of trouble against 3 different heroes. Meanwhile, Kodos trying to make plays against Seneko. Like he's not as successful as his cohorts on the other side of the map. Empire just turning up the heat.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That that's not working. Active.
The upside is that Medusa does have,
is under
or does
attack.
tend to have an easier time just farming the jungle, just because you have this inbuilt farming mechanism with the split shot. So, where Spectre, there's a Radiance queued up after the Treads with Dream, but it's not going to be there for quite a while. It is going to be down to these other heroes, man. Let's find the Doom over on Kunkka. With Kodos rotating in, it's going to be the easiest kill of their lives. So yeah, I mean, it is Empire for sure who are getting the end of this in terms of momentum, in terms of putting on the pressure, not just in one league, but everywhere.
Hey, Kodok.
Nice.
Amazing what you'll find in
He
life.
might actually be in trouble, Kodos, with the roll in. Bit of a salve regen, but that's a good position for the Pangolier. A couple of TPs in, and now, well, defense swashbuckle, shoot, tanks it up with a bit of a stun, but only level 2 spike cappers. Enough for a follow-up. Kodos will be fine. Martin's still hanging around. No Doom, but still, oh, what the
Wow.
How? They're just chewing through them. What the hell's happening? You get it chewing, chewing through the chew.
What?
Another kill. I mean, he just runs them down. Base boots, max out Scorched Earth. Talk to me about this one. Because
Has at all. Running around at
Oh,
500 entire. Bad for him when in Maiden. He's like, Shaman did what he top lane. That's why this Doom is so bad. And he's even. They're hitting the timings. They're 3,000 gold ahead. The economy is looking power. Base Navi to find Dire jungle is. He hasn't had any luck with.
it's like Navi, they're just good for now. Chu is pinging out Martin here. They want to get some sort of revenge. Heroes going in, but King Arthur's also there, ready to. Lizzie walking in first. Lies Chu now reveals himself with the boat coming in. Alright, that ought to be enough. Alright, that's a mega kill streak for Blizzy. So, right back on track. Maybe if they can somehow bring down the Steam on tower, but they don't really have the easiest tool to do that with.
I will actually.
Either you defend bottom or just make a play for the mid tier 1 tower. Arguably a bit more important.
Nice
Making a
carapace.
play over on Kodos here. The slices there with the right clicks, and reinforcements are coming in. The smoke rotation from Empire a little bit too late to connect, but they still find Doom over on Kunkka. Sayu from the side. Crystallize also dropping very, very low indeed, with Dream just haunting in, sweeping up. It's one of these two kills, and hey, Serpent Ward's in a perfect position. To position this into a tower. I mean, ideally they wouldn't lose Kodos there, but turned out to be a noble sacrifice.
Want to get this up. Tier 1 tower access to both
Oh my god, Curry almost dies to the illusion.
power. All right.
All goes down. Unable to deny it. I mean, it's kind of hard against the Serpent Walls, but at least they'll be able to farm some of them. Either way.
Angle picked up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Speaking of Nyx Assassin, I basically forgot that, or I almost forgot that Nyx Assassin's ultimate also applies a break. The solution to the Spectre, you don't even need a spread. I'll take like him to get rid of the dispersion. Which, eventually once the Spectre gets super tanky, is
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
Shadow shot.
structures are fortified.
Okay. The lane is ridiculous. For now, everyone's just thinking their sort of map. That being said, Nachu, he's constantly looking those for options here, but Sayu. It's just out of rune time too. Nice little disruption to secure it. Nachu super freaking low, slowed down by King R. Bit of help there from Seneko, and a bit of extra heals. False promise should be enough. Keep Chu safe. He's gonna live here. No, not mine. Interpreted that little orb. Good.
Sides are kind of.
Again, Blizzy has been the recipient of them, so like, also the reason why we haven't really seen all that many boats. We've only seen the one kill Arden down bottom earlier. Every other time he's just been the target of this doom.
Precious bounty.
Safe. More and more people, just more and more heroes start to rotate down to Nico even smoked up. Expecting an aggressive movement there from Team Empire. It looks like exactly what they have in mind. Sayu ready to go with another set of Serpent. So, nice silence actually, Blizzy. Take a bit of damage. Serpent wants up to drop down. Do you want to take this fight now?
I don't think so.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle
Angle
tower
for the
is under attack.
Fire they've been angle that
Dire's
Nyx can try to
bottom
approach.
tower has fallen.
Yeah.
Find that luck. But at the moment,
That has been scouted out by this Observer Ward, so Fly's immediately TPing out. The Spectre Horn actually giving vision ever so briefly. Not enough button. Cancel that TP. It is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Border's also looking for the diffusal blade, so just pull in on the Swashbuckler.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Before me.
Dire's top tower
Do the math
is
right
under
now,
attack.
but the Radiant scan confirms that there are some shenanigans going on here. Make a play for me instead. They're actually grouping around.
Radiant's
Tier 2 bottom magical.
tower
Got himself a
is under
DD rune.
attack. Dire
He's also been
are
keeping
scanning.
up in terms of farm quite nicely at top of the charts actually. About 1,000 gold has the Mantis Style completed, so trying to leverage this the Stone Gaze, just the safety that brings to the team fight. To get some more objectives.
Spectre's radiant.
Yeah. Should line up quite nicely. This is going to be very early Radiance actually, so it's necessarily going to be too easy to deal with for especially heroes like Oracle, or even just Ursa and Medusa, who are relying on being able to hit people. This mischance could make a huge difference. Hype on Kunkka though, that's actually pretty good. So you won't really care too much about the damage.
find the farm.
Will certainly be a big price to take off the map, and just gives you so much access to Roche Pit to the other side of the map. So I think that's still on the field for Empire. It's certainly super helpful for them. How do you find an angle here? I mean, King can always just counter-initiate in case you go on somebody. In fact, the Radiance is online right now. You always have to worry about the Doom just taking one of your heroes out of the teamfight altogether. And then Kodos is still a force to be reckoned with right now. You don't really want to mess with this Bengal here.
Precious bounty.
At the moment, damage output guns. Yeah, they're taking. Unlike, you know, where they can take both. Finding pickoffs. Navi needs to do. I have to give it credit. Either behind a core, staying in groups.
Yep. They're not really giving Navi an opening to find some easy kills to get back. The swing of things. I mean, the only reason the net worth is as even as it is, only slightly in favor of Empire, is because Magical is just arming up a storm here, as you would expect Medusa to do. That alone may or may not be enough to end up winning the team fight, because the distribution, if you look at the net worth distribution here, it's very comfortable for Team Empire. As you said before, all three cores in a very comfortable, similar level. Whereas Ursa, certainly also a hero that kind of wants to be ahead and wants to dictate the pace of the game. Bunker in some ways as well. Not as reliant on money, just because the boat combo is always going to be useful. Certainly not as comfortable as it would for Empire, right?
But we see Shadow Demon.
Walk action here. Run into each other any moment. Do they know? There it is. They find it out now. Navi is on the low ground. The Doom comes out into the horns, into everything. That's the stun coming in from Chu, but it's the boat. Might just give them enough time. Martin in the middle, but Godos finding so much work here is Dream. A couple more right clicks here with the Doom on top of Medusa still. They will be able to finish him off. For Magic, you can do anything else. Triple kill for Kodos as all is said and done. Crystallize on the run. His Empire didn't drop a single hero. Crystallize, not even done yet either. Sayu with the blink forward into the shackles. The slows, the hexes, everything. Gonna be thrown down on this Crystallized hero. Ultra kill for Kodos when all is said and done. And this was the perfect fight for Empire to take. They got a bit lucky with Navi also going for a smoke, just sitting on the low ground ever so slightly. They had the initiation advantage and they had a pretty good position for Pangolier to roll around in as well. Even Medusa to start the fight off with, it's ridiculous.
One thing to just say about that team fight is that Navi, as whatever could have gone wrong for them, went wrong. They had the win, but by going down those fight as well. Oh, Chu!
Linking it. He steps the ages! The ball comes through! But where's the damage here? Pangoli? Kinda low actually, with a few more spells being thrown out. One more click will do it, and he is down for the count. What the hell? Alright, Navi redeemed themselves right there. Chu making the biggest plays of his life, perhaps. Well, certainly the biggest plays of this game so thus far. Situation's not over yet. Sayu, X back. It's gonna have to let the Shadow Shaman go. That's gonna be a secondary kill.
That's the comeback because Magical took tier 1 tower because Empire Navi just means that they have actually found their way back into the game. This time they need to protect their Medusa. Gets the Stone Gaze off. They actually win their fights. And not that it's Crix. He not you. 9-second beak. After that one, big stuff enough.
Yeah. Well, let's see his Dota for you. One team wins a huge team fight and then immediately turns around. A roller coaster graph as a result there as well. Comment.
I always hear this.
It's a little too early to say. I mean, they've gotten a good team fight once, they can do it again. Actually, even with the Radiant stream, has not really been able to accelerate this farm as much as you would maybe expect. Still looking towards the Manta style, towards maybe go towards the heart or anything. Where's Medusa? Well, 2k gold towards the butterfly, and this is the point where he starts to hit really hard. If she's in 2.
Dire's top tower is
I'm
under
pretty sure both sides they're waiting for each other, but Na'Vi, they want to fight. They just won one fight. If they can win this, Empire just a little.
Radiant are scanning.
But Blizzy, where they. But look at Empire. They're setting this bait up.
Be worthwhile though. I mean, Na'Vi must know that this is a bait. They must know that Empire is waiting behind.
Dire's top
Vector's Pawn is at the ready.
There it is, actually going first here. Magical gets a BKB off as well as the ultimate before Mad can drop into Doom. That's a good start already. Is Na'Vi, the bears down the Shadow Shaman first. Dakota's actually locked inside his role for a moment. This is not a fun position for Empire to fight in, but now BKBs expire. Started to turn around a little bit with Dream, trying to finish up Snake. But False Promise keeps him safe for the time being. Now Crystallize finds a couple of clicks on top of the Spectre and now tracks him down inside the trees. Another slow, another dagger though. There's no way to go.
Wow, no way.
Magical.
That was the classic example why I said that if Medusa gets the Stone Gaze off, they win the fight. And because that was the 10-second beat, he basically did nothing. Angle's ult negated immediately by the Stone Gaze. That was the example of fight for Na'Vi.
Yeah, those of Empire kind of starting it off nicely as well with the horns just before Na'Vi connected themselves. So they had a bit of that initiation advantage, that chaos being created, but Martin could not get in range. Or the Doom in time. A bit sluggish there, perhaps it's okay. Poor old Shadow Demon. Viking on. Or maybe not just yet. Disruption now, a few more spells. Axe back into another Tidebringer. Chew, taking a lot of damage in turn though. Needs some help from Soneko, but he does have it a better.
Radiant's
The rest of
top
Na'Vi.
tower is under attack.
Got in for a while, but choose as their ages.
Alright, yeah.
We actually forgot about it for a while.
I mean, you don't see many Nyx Assassins with an Aegis in inventory, so I can't really fault us for that, but yeah, it still has 40 seconds on it or so.
Radiant's top tower is
Ah,
under
next thing-
attack.
Not much, but Na'Vi, for the first time in the game, they actually have the gold lead. Starting to look real. Gets that butterfly. How does Empire
Be a bit hard for sure, especially since, again, Dream is not really keeping up. Dream has had a lot of issues in this game. Sure, you got a really well-timed Radiance, but they weren't really able to transition it into the big kills time and time again. Just this one team fight, which was immediately nullified essentially in the effect of that Roche fight afterwards. Na'Vi just seem to have the better handle on this strategic layer. They know where to move, they know how strong they are, they know what kind of angles they need to take. They know how to take these team fights as well.
back into the game? Okay. That fight which they lost. Top lane was, yes, Spectre started the fight with the Haunt, but his team was not ready. They were far behind. When he jumped in, tried to get a Doom off, I feel like time you could tell that Medusa, the Nyx just went backline. That about who gets the, not about who starts the spells.
Empire can find their jump. The Snavi, they'll be setting up for high ground push eventually, even if they're backing off now. I'd actually want to surprise another smoke up. Navi, yeah, they know that's maybe it's a little bit too dangerous to just go up there. Vision with no clue of where Empire's actually at right now.
Navi, this very game to lose. I mentioned from the draft early on, Empire do not have the kind of heroes to.
Dire are scared.
Kind of like the Caster's Curse.
I mean, like, lose a late game? I mean, maybe. What is always going to happen here? 2 initiates on the Shadow Demon. The correct doubles on Madden. Goes in with the BKB. Looks for a Doom target. And drops it on to the Ursa. But Magical just ready to go. And Ursa doesn't even care about the Doom. They're just clicking. Double kill. So far, so good. Doom a little bit tankier. And Dream still trying to do what he can up against Magical. Actually chewing through a lot of the mana. The 6-8 comes through. Nice little bounces there from Kodos. And Magical actually pretty damn low. He's going to need some help. Crystallize. Continuing to try and right click now. Transferring over towards Dream. But Magical's actually down for the count somehow. Kodos able to do the work with the DD rune. So try and keep him alive a little bit longer. Madden also still staying alive. Continually regening, running down Blizzy. Damn, I did not expect Kodos to come out of the gate like this, to be quite honest. It's not often that the Pangolier scales that well, but they do a full 5-man wipe.
Alright. Reverse count, Caster's Curse.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, this time.
Also did a lot of damage, I guess. Open AK, 6k on Pang.
Gotta give credit. Never got the fall. Nickel was non-factor at all. Higher fight. False promise that was save. Actually doomed. They isolated too. Enough time to focus on the Medusa. A bit of help as well from the.
Here we go again. Try and make a play for Roche. Navi, not the longest respawn times anymore, and they know exactly that this is going on. Can they do it again?
Wait, he does this a second. There's no way he does this.
What were you just saying about Caster's Curses?
Dire's
The Taunt getting a few of these illusions. Just slowing this down, like Empire not completely committing for Roche like they did last time. Down position.
Dire's bottom
Take
tower
another
is
fight.
under attack.
There's no Doom available for another 20 seconds, so... Wanna go crazy, should do it now.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Shackles actually initiate on Nexus, and the early false promise comes in on Chu as, oh god, Magical just controlled out by Kodos. He doesn't get the BKB off the boat coming through as well, but there's just no damage coming into Magical instead. Oracle dies first, crystallized on low health, and now with the BKB, he has to start going Magical. Also, no mana. All has to use the BKB to just run away. Now gets doomed. As the BKB is about to expire, slowed down by Kodos, double kill. For the Doom, and Chu barely able to get his way out. Make his way out. Blizzy also on the run. Dream, yeah, eventually they should be able to track him down too.
Painful death. Just like that, Empire reinstate their back into. I don't was the brightest of ideas to kind of walk into that tiny narrow path. Pangolier out even as a Medusa.
Yeah, I was.
That
was the worst thing that could have happened right there. Magical was a non-factor in this fight. So they had all the time in the world to just clean up the supports up top.
Yeah, and I think you could tell Magical, he was probably like, guys, help me out. Chu trying for a steal, not this time. Alright, so Caster's Curse. But the good thing about it was that you could have had on the other side isolating, running away, not able to get any damage off. They just went afterwards. And yeah, well played. I mean, Navi, you tell that Sonic forced to pop that false unwillingly.
Dire's
Yeah, he had to
middle
try and
tower
save the
is under attack.
was very, very odd way for Navi to create Shepherd. Yeah, you want to use your false promise for your cores and not for lowly choose support. I mean, sure, I mean, it's very useful to have Nyx Assassin staying alive in these fights, just consistently throwing out stuns and whatnot, but that magical, that no help whatsoever on the other side of the Roche pit, and lose the fight. Now, I mean, this entire game, this gold graph wasn't higher than like 4k either side, but now it's up to 12k. Empire get a huge lead as a result of this play. Experience also heading in towards the 20k mark. Solid 88% win chance according to Dota Plus.
It backs down Medusa.
Dota Plus is never wrong. What are you talking about?
Haste!
Magical, you might want to get out of there.
Neko gets sucked up immediately. Serpent wants to come in. That's a bit overkill perhaps, but they're gonna get the skill Magical. The BKB and TP out will be absolutely fine. So let's BKB and an Oracle for Spectre Haunts. We'll take that, but still super freaking farm. It's a level 23 Spectre with a heart and an Aegis. Probably still go high ground here if they wanted to.
I back call it. Cancel the T.
Ooh.
He has to be careful. He could actually down here. They need the boat truck. Right. Hello, sir.
Well,
Right.
Gonna X myself back to safety. Oh shit. There's Doom right there, yeah. It's certainly a good kill to get. Also, pushing out this bottom lane, just covering the bases, you know, just make sure that if you do end up going for high ground push, you don't actually end up losing a lot of health points on your own towers in turn.
Game is basically have the diffuse up onto tree. Help against him. Tap into us. Probably gonna have to try to stop those treads. I don't even think.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be. Magical just gets controlled up throughout these entire fights, time and time again, right? You can be as harm as you want to be if you're just perma-stunned, then...
That would have been the
Dire's top tower is under attack.
angle my pub.
Oh, still high ground we were talking about, a bit of a different beast. People on Navi can mount a defense here. As Dream, well, with the Serpent Wards also, forcing out the Glyph. Doing their best to chip away. Martin also taking over the front lines a little bit. Shivas, either way. But they can't really go on the Spectre. I mean, it's not worth it. You have almost 40,000 health points to chew through. Not just once, but twice because of this Aegis. Now, Dream. I'm just leveraging that to its fullest. Just clicking buildings. He knows that they can't deal with him. Now on a half health, he backs off. Gonna be healing up and.
Yeah, trying to poke him low enough. I'd expire.
Actually, only 30 more seconds, so that might actually be too far.
That's
away.
hot now. But look at this Pango. What the hell? So sneaky.
At the trees.
Have the vision as. Oh, it's out! It's out of vision. Bad.
Just expired now.
Have the Doom. They have all their.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There we go.
They know.
Bring in. There's the Spectre Horn. Immediately kill the Oracle. This is the instant buyback though. The Shackles over on Shoot, trying to burst him down as well. There it is. Another buyback. So far so good. The board comes through. Magical needs to do some pretty good work, but the disruption slows him down, even though Spectre is stoned up, but nice little torrents everywhere. But Dream's just way too tanky. He just stands in the middle of the fight, doing all the work that Navi needs to be doing towards Empire. Koda's also still very healthy. They're trying to make their way back to the fountain, and they're barely able to. They're not even going to make it on Blizzy, at least. And now, another swashbuckle. 3 buyback 4-star. All he got was a Shadow Shaman. Dream is going to heal up very, very soon. Martin, the only one left on the front line, does get X back. They need to get something more here. They need to get this Doom at the very least, and looks like they will be successful. King R also cancelled that PP at 10. That was very... Wow, they actually also got a gem, and they haven't lost the racks. Like, what? It cost them a lot, but they actually mounted a successful defense.
A little something at haste.
Very, very.
Gold from my chest.
Of your Empire, you're pretty happy just because Navi break the bank just to hold that base. But if you're Navi, I mean, the bright side is not lose. Back on. So hopefully, trying to carry the game. Starting to struggle, deal against the Spectre. At that level 2. Now he does. I don't envy anyone standing around that Spectre.
Yeah, no. 8% total now, so it's... And again, you have to chew through so many health points. Just if you do the math on this, a lot of dispersion damage that's going to accumulate on top of the Radiance. On top of just the illusion right clicks and what. Thing is, like, Navi, sure they defended, but they cannot do that a second time. They do have buyback and crystallize, and that's about it. Lusa just doesn't have, because they'll just finish the static.
Radiant are scared.
Thought you would have on the Medusa.
Illusion.
Oh, yeah.
Stagnated into. But I did. I 100 HP. Not. How many he have that could get on top of him?
Getting to this late game Dota where it comes down to seconds, but they're just passing the right spell at the right time, so Seneko with that A on this might just allow him to get that crucial false promise off to allow Magical to
Dire's top
finishing
shrine
people
is under
off.
attack.
Oh, that's a lot of big ifs. Especially if Doom ends up finishing that refresher. I mean, Halberd would be perhaps a safer choice, a more reliable
Dire's
choice.
top shrine has fallen.
Use a little bit more often. Thing is, with a double Doom, gotta get it here with a refresher shot anyway, but double Doom is kind of a win condition. Doom, both Medusa and and the Ursa. You probably don't have to worry too much.
I can't see pressure on.
Your shrine has fallen to the radiant.
Thought maybe he would. The Prowler is so
Oh yeah.
underrated.
Happy with the extra damage aura, I guess.
Reliable damage, that's what he wants.
Yeah.
Igon push. And they have a refresh shot as well, but this time they Spectre. They actually didn't give it out of Shaman.
Speaking of Spectre, Reem also went for Cypher Vibes. What do you make of that? Rune.
Like
Rune
they
of
just-
many wins. Ooh.
Join them in any. But back. I think it's a good item. You can never say no to extra disables.
Well, it is. We see it in action. Oracle is controlled up, and Seneko with the Elders, keep himself safe. Meanwhile, the boat to the back, not really doing too much, but enough so now. So far, the Doom on Medusa. Not gonna be enough here. Doom, the actual Doom, actually ends up dying first. Finally, actually stoned up for a moment. But Kodos still very much alive with high levels of shield crash. few more stunts over on the Spectres. That was the second hard coming through, and that looks like it finally breaks down his back. Will, of course, have to buy back, but these supports, as well as the Conquer, they do not have it available anymore, and finally can transfer over towards these racks. Doom himself also bought back into the fight.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I was just throwing every single item, every advantage that they had up the high ground. It was just too much for Navi to deal with right now.
And they gave him the refund, which means he does have the second cards. This is going to be another lane of racks, potentially the game. Megas, look at that, there's just nothing they can do. Shaves magical from that Doom. Target which really...
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Well, go straight for Megas.
Dire's bottom tower is
We
under
got another
attack.
BKB is available, crystallized in the signs. This is going to be the last hurrah, but they're starting off with the illusions here. Medusa working against herself. And so just going to ignore for the time being. Kodos focusing on the Oracle, crystallized BKB TPing out in front of everybody. But
Oracle's dead.
the bash is actually Kodos taking so much damage. Like them, wow.
Oh,
Down,
no.
another roll. They can't even make it back to the fountain.
Ouch.
Meteor hammer. What? What's the meteor hammer?
Under attack.
Hammer
The
for
hell?
the Pango, dude.
The Bango, oh god, I did. Oh, what a finish. What a finish.
Amazing game one.